So what's going on, guys? Today we're going to do some Aerocatch hood pins. We got our hood back there, and we're going to be putting these guys in. They're not the locking ones, but they are the Aerocatch style pins, and they're from Aerocatch. Aerocatch hood pins are the way to go. They're so much better than like the sparkle ones that I used to have on my old hood. These kinds, way more better than those. I'm not a fan of them, but I really do like how the Aerocatch pins look. So for the pins, they're actually not going to be mounted up here. They're going to be roughly about here, going sideways, because having them go like back with the hood, hoods have a curve. The ends might not sit all the way down, and I don't want that, and I think it looks better when it's going sideways. Right now I have the hood hinges just sitting there. I'm just painting them so they look decent, because they looked all rusty and old and not very good. You might be able to see, yeah, look at that, that's disgusting. We're painting them just to make them look better. There's not a whole lot of options for mounting the pins, so what we're going to end up doing is, so we have this removable radiator support that I made because our RB is longer than the K, so I had the radiator lean forward, and this piece is removable, so when we take the motor in and out, it makes life so much easier. So on here on both sides, we're going to extend it out and then put the pins there, because there's not really room to put them here, because it's really odd. It kind of like, this hole goes to the outside, and then these other holes go on the inside. Like, it's a mess. And right here where the actual like stops go for the hood, the hole is way too big for the pins, so I don't want to put them in there and have them move around. So to take this piece off, what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to take the intercooler off, and we're going to have to unbolt it, and we should be able to take it off. We can leave the radiator, and we should be able to leave the oil cooler on, because the intercooler is the only thing that is actually mounted to the radiator support. So we got the radiator support back on temporarily because I wanted to see if the tabs are long enough, and they are. They're just barely long enough, so we're gonna drill right there on both of them, and then we'll put the pins in and we'll see how everything fits, and then we'll take it off and paint it once we know that it's perfect. So we have the pins in now on both sides. So we also put the hood back on because we got the brackets dried, and I think they came out pretty good. So we're going to be putting a dab of caulking on the tops of each of those, and then we're going to close the hood, and when we do that, it'll mark on the hood exactly where these pins are. So then we can drill a hole in the hood, and then from there we can mark out where we need to cut for the top section of the hood pins. So now we have both our marks. So we drill them out, and then we will start working on the other side. Well, now this is the fun part, the part that I was really not looking forward to with these, only because the hood is fiberglass, and I've never worked with fiberglass until I got this hood, and cutting it out made a huge mess. So this is how I did it on the trunk, and it worked out really well, so I'm going to do it again. We have a hole saw to get this section, and a hole saw to get that section, and then we just take a grinder and we cut the two straight lines out. For the smaller one, it's a 1 1/8, and the bigger one is a 1 3/4. Some people use Dremels to do it, and other people use grinders, and they kind of like file it down, and it's up to you, but this way worked really well for me last time, so I'm going to continue doing it this way. Well, there's no going back now. We're gonna do the other hole, and I mean, we should be fine, but we'll see. So this one is all done. She's in there and secure, and when we close it, look at that. And once we get the other side done, we have to take the core support out, paint it, then we can throw everything back on, and we should be good. And just like that, it's all done. We put the front end back together, and now, look, see it's in there? That one's in there. Lift it up. Put it down. So we're all done. I just have to clean up the mess, but the 240 finally has the hood permanently on, so that's great. Now we just have to figure out a prop rod. So far I've just been using that. It's a piece of all thread and it's worked so far, but I need to figure something out for a more permanent solution. Alright guys, so we have the hood on and we have our pins in. They're both working as you saw, and I'm happy. Like, the hood is nice and sturdy now, doesn't move. So we are awesome. So that's going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like if you did, comment down below, and hit that subscribe button. See you guys next time. Peace.